Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I finished the reboot of Ducktales, and I have to say, I loved it. From the art style to the soundtrack and the characters in this show, it was just a wonderful ride to be on. If you do not know what Ducktales is, it is a show that revolves around Scrooge McDuck and his three nephews going on adventures, discovering treasures, and working through some family issues. I will be talking about spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, recommend watching it and then coming back to this video. So, to start off with the richest duck in the world, Scrooge McDuck. I love that David Tennant voices him, a real Scotsman playing a Scottish character. It's just marvelous. His character, I just loved watching on screen. He's rooted within adventure and has money pretty much on his mind 24/7. But the value of family is shown over and over and over again for him. Even with the struggles that he faces with, family is an adventure, and he dives headfirst into it. When I first saw Beakley on screen, I loved her so much. She is a top-heavy woman and physically strong and often acts as the voice of reason many times within the show. I love that she also loves Webby and teaches her how to defend herself and fight. It makes sense with her spy upbringing that when it comes to Webby's origins, she was very much guarded, and thanks to Scrooge, she has found a larger-than-life family to belong to. Now for Launchpad, the pilot of the Ducktail family. He is the himbo of the group. His storylines weren't really my favorite, since the trope of the big and dumb is just not my favorite, but I do like his character and the relationship he has with the rest of the cast. He really is the heart of the group and helps create the two superheroes, Gizmo Duck and Darkwing, and motivating them. He may not be my favorite character, but I still love seeing him on screen, and he does play a very important role. Now on to Webby. the first of the kids within the group. She is an adventurous young girl who was trained by her grandma, Beakley, and has an interest in all things McDuck related. She was sheltered from the world, and thanks to the triplets showing up, we got to see her outside of her comfort zone many times and making real friends like Lena and Violet. Which brings me to my favorite part about Webby. She is her own character, with her own friends outside of the Void, and her character arc is uniquely hers. She cares for her family and brings that bold, loving nature of friendship, and she is a real ride or die kind of gal. She's one of my favorite girl characters I've seen on screen in a while, and I love that she's a great role model for young girls and even some young boys. Starting with the oldest of the triplets, Huey. At the beginning, I wasn't the biggest fan of Huey, but by season 2, he's grown on me as a character. I relate a lot more to him than I originally thought I would. He likes things to be by the book, and when they go off of the book, he struggles with trying to rein in that chaos. Doesn't go outside his comfort zone very often, or tries not to. And when he does, he tends to have an emotional breakdown of some sort. For Dewey. When I first picked up this show, it was mainly because of the voice actor Ben Schwartz voicing Dewey Duck, and I loved him as Leonardo from Rise, so I thought that Dewey was going to be my favorite character from this series. Sadly, and very, very sadly, I really wish he was my favorite, but he was still so fun to see on screen, and his I can do it attitude made him a delight to see. I love his relationship with Webby probably the most because they are definitely best friends, and both are very much up for adventure for the first chance that they can get. I love by the end of the series, he really does become his own and learn to love flying like his mother, and has the potential to become a pilot. Also, out of the triplets, he is the most like his mother, which makes sense why he learns to fly in that aspect, and has the most interactions with her out of all of the triplets. I saved my favorite character for last, Louie Duck. Whenever it was an episode around him, I was just so excited. I love his dynamic with his brothers, and honestly has some of the best quotes in my own opinion. He's a scam artist who just wants to get rich quick, and sometimes his schemes work, and others, well, kind of end up with his family almost blinking out of existence. I know there's a lot of talk around Della and Louis Duck by the end, especially by the end of season 2, if he deserved some punishment or whatnot. After watching it myself, I do have to say Della and Louis may be family, but they do not get along with each other very well. From the beginning, Louis doesn't know how to go about her showing up, and before the time warping, she and Louis aren't shown getting to know each other, like, at all. Unlike his brothers that go off on adventures with Della, Louis is oftentimes left out. So when he does mess up and she grounds him, it comes off a lot harsher since she hasn't formed an actual bond with Louis, unlike Dewey and Huey. Even in future episodes, there is only one that Louis and his mother do an adventure without the other two, and that is with Scrooge McDuck, and it's in the vault. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more. See you on the next adventure, and I promise you there will be a lot more Ducktales in the future.